Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well, feeling good, having a wonderful one out there. Today we're going to listen to the band Diff Juz. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. We're going to listen to this track, which is entitled No Motion. This is off of an album. Hold on, I gotta figure it out because it brought up a various artist album. That's not what I'm looking for. This is off of their album. Soundpool, I believe. I think it's off their album Soundpool, released 1999. I'm pretty sure. Let me just make sure. I like to be, Soundpool. I like to be accurate in my statements. And All Music, they got the information. Okay, sorry, took me a while. The information wasn't right apparent. Anyways, we're listening to this track because it's the favorite track of AK. AK, you said that this is one of your favorite songs, if not your favorite song. So thank you so much for the recommendation. You said, I'm pulling up your comments here. You said that you're sure I'll like it. I'll take it. They're on the 4AD Various compilation album. Yep, that's what I saw. Lonely is an Eyesore. So you may see it there as well. We're going to go ahead and listen to it. Never heard of the band. Don't know a thing about them. But let's all listen to AK's favorite song together. Here we go. I already like the guitar a lot. That's the second guitar. This is very chill and just relaxed. Interesting chords. I want to talk about this track. I want to talk about this because this is really, really good. I love the sound that they have, this atmosphere that they carry within their music. And with this type of instrumental rock, with this type, I feel like most of the time I would lean towards it coming across boring. I'm not really that interested in it. There's nothing happening that's getting my attention. This is the opposite. There's a lot happening, especially melodically. There is so much going on, and the tone of everything is very, very pleasing to listen to. Like the guitar tone, really, really atmospheric. It has kind of like a, not The Cure, maybe somewhere between a Joy Division Cure kind of sound in the melodies of everything, in that it's dark, but at the same time they play it in a very atmospheric way that like makes it very meditative, I would say. The guitars are going to be performed by Alan Curtis and Dave Curtis, and I just really, really enjoy their approach to it. And their riffs are very dynamic. It's not like they just play the same repeated riffs over and over, as if the only thing that they're missing is a singer. It's not like they're playing verse riff, verse riff, chorus riff, break, chorus. They are doing that in a sense because you do hear some riffs return, especially when the bass from Gary Brumley comes through. But they do it in such a way that it comes across very subtle. It's like a knife between the ribs. You didn't even notice it comes through. But once it's in, you're like, oh yeah. And the way that they do that, I think is like, it's due credit. Credit due to the band because I think that sounded really, really nice. And I love the bass playing from Gary because once again, the tone, the atmosphere of it is very warm. It's very thick. It has a presence in the music. And it almost feels like it's directing the waves of music from the guitars. I just really enjoyed how it seemed to conduct their steps. Drums, Richard Thomas here in the album. And I like how the drums had an intensity to it. But once again, it's almost like it's steeped in something a little bit more thoughtful and meditative. Even when it got more aggressive with the double snare. Like you could hear how that would come across like loud and brash, but the way that they're doing it here was very meditative. Okay, it kind of reminds me, I haven't listened to this band or this song in a long, long time, so I may be incorrect with with my comparison I'm about to make. But there was a band, I don't know, they might still exist. Like I said, it's been many, many years, called Hopes Fall. And the first track off of their album, it's just an instrumental. It's not in the same genre or anything like that, but maybe it'll help me kind of make the case I'm trying to make. In that, I'm not going to play the whole thing. It's just a brief instrumental opening for their album, The Satellite Years. But in the sense of the guitars and the music has a heavy sound, but at the same time, there's also something kind of like meditative about it, kind of like a post-rock kind of sound. Like, I'm not going to play the whole thing, but like just a little bit. I haven't listened to this since I was like in, I don't know, high school or so. Listen. See how it's heavy, but there's also something calm, at least to me, about it. Here, listen to it. Let me get some sense. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. Right? Like, to me, like, it's something powerful and heavy, but there's still, like, that deep kind of, not ambience maybe, but there's another word. I don't know what it would be. But there's something different to it. That's what I'm getting out of Diff Juz, which I have no idea what that name of the band means. But I also, now that I see, I know that, like I mentioned, they were on a 4AD compilation album. And it makes sense because that's the label, if I remember correctly, that has, like, Dead Can Dance, Cocteau Twins, artists like that, and this would fit inside of that that particular sphere. That's really, really cool. I really enjoyed that. I can definitely see why that's why that would be like your favorite song as well, AK. So AK, thank you so much for the recommendation. Thank you for sharing your favorite song with us. I would love to hear everyone else's thoughts as to what you think of the track in the comments down below. Of course, the Patreon, the YouTube, what you see right there, and the buy me a coffee and all that stuff. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you all later. Bye, guys. Oh, and I'm so sorry. I also just noticed that this had also been suggested by Astropositional, or Atropositional. I didn't miss you. I got you here at the very end. Also, I see that AK had also suggested this not only, 4 months ago, but 3 years ago. Sometimes it just takes me a little bit.